People that started harassing me, they're obviously a Daywave fan. You can tell this because the name of their video is "Please get out and vote. I'm voting straight red," and she's saying that, quote, she'll support anyone supporting Trump's agenda. Now, what I find funny about Trump supporters is they never actually go over what is Trump's agenda. Does she support, I don't know, letting dangerous criminals out of prison so they can go around killing people like Trump did? Does she support an emergency executive order during the height of a BLM insurrection to curtail the police and their ability to arrest people like Trump did? Maybe she supports reallocating regular people's money, the white working poor's money, and the other people's money to the black community with something called the Platinum Plan. Does she know that's what Trump's agenda was? I don't know. Let's see. Does she know? Does she get into Trump's agenda? Does she even know what Trump's bullshit agenda is? Is she going to get into the building of the wall or anything like that? Let's see. I actually have not watched this yet. Maybe she does know what Trump's agenda is. But I honestly don't think Trump even knew what Trump's agenda was.
I'm making this video. I've never, ever made a video before. But I'm making this video just to tell people how important it is to get out and vote.
Oh my God! Everybody get out there and vote. It's super important.
Week, it is imperative.
Who thinks she actually just looked up the word imperative right then and there?
And I want people to feel comfortable with their vote. Don't vote a certain way because your Facebook friends.
I want you to feel comfortable with your vote. What the hell does that even mean?
Vote that way. Don't vote a certain way because your family has voted that way your entire life. Don't vote a certain way because you feel that's how you should vote or how you should feel.
These are exactly the reasons I did not vote for Trump the second time around. Exactly what she's saying. Nah, just joking. The reason I didn't vote for Trump the second time around is he completely betrayed his base and completely went off the rails and started doing everything he could for Israel, everything he could for the black community, and betrayed the white working poor. Probably like this woman. She was probably one of the people that voted for Trump and was betrayed, but doesn't know that. The Trump supporters actually remind me of the Obama supporters. When people that supported Obama will be like, Obama did this and Obama did that and Obama... Yo, can you name me 5 things that Obama did? Nobody can ever answer that question. Then it's like, well, maybe name me 3, 4, 2, 1. They can't name anything. It's the same thing with Trump. Ask a Trump supporter 5 things Trump did. 5 things. Maybe she supports red flag laws for gun owners and the taking of people's guns without a reason. Maybe that's what she supports because that's one of the things Trump tried to do. Maybe she supports letting your rich friends out of prison when a couple in Missouri have lost their right to have firearms ever again because they were being terrorized by BLM because he refused to do anything about BLM, refused to declare martial law, refused to do his job as president, and then he pardoned all of his friends, and this couple lost their gun rights for the rest of their lives, yet still showed up to a Trump rally to talk about how Trump was a pro-gun president, despite the fact that he didn't pardon them, and also tried to pass red flag laws.
People need to start looking within themselves and stop being so...
You need to start looking within yourself? Like, totally? Look within yourself?
Petrified. And that is what the media has done. They have literally made us petrified.
Who the hell is petrified by what the media is saying? If you're that dumb, you know, whatever. If you're getting petrified by what the media is saying, you know, it's funny. What you should be petrified about is the, I don't know, the BLM insurrectionists that Trump did nothing about, except let more people out of prison to join their ranks.
Which is, it's absolutely disgusting. So I just wanted to come on here and just say,
God.
you know, no matter how you vote, make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. You know, it's so easy.
What are the right reasons? Come on, I want to hear, what are the right reasons? Are you going to tell me what the right reasons are? Or are you just going to go off on a bunch of fucking nonsensical bullshit? Let's see.
We all have access to the internet, and I can't tell you how many people...
You're not... No, wait, really? We all have access to the internet, and what cracks me up is people like me that use the internet to research things, and then other people like the average person that just use the internet to blow smoke up people's asses. Oh, wait. Let's see.
That I tell something, and they're like, oh, that's not true, and I'll go ahead and...
99.99% about what Trump supporters say is not true. It's usually either blown out of proportion or complete bullshit. Just look at QAnon. Look at QAnon. Find anything that actually supports QAnon. It's a freaking cult.
Either tag them in something that's either an official report or document, or, you know, show them exactly what site I got it off of.
There's someone in my life that does this, and they'll give me these frickin' links to fake news and conspiracy theory websites and all this other nonsense. Not only is it not true, it's not objectively verifiable at all, and it's complete nonsense. And that's primarily what Trump supporters do. Is they're basically just replacing they're replacing religion with stupidity. Is what I found a lot of these Trump supporters are doing.
We all need to be careful that we just don't go to one site, Google something.
Yeah, let's go to 5 sites that are all run by the same idiotic viewpoint and go, oh, what do you know? I got it at 5 sites. I actually showed this when my ex's kid was in school. They tried saying that if you find something from more than 2 websites, that counts as a fact, right? So I pointed out that you can find anything on 2 or more websites. It's pretty easy. If you just Google something, you're going to find more than 2 websites that support even the craziest nonsense, such as like Atlantis and stuff. You're going to find really crazy crap just by Googling stuff. Just because you find it in more than one place does not make it verifiably true. A lot of people have access to the internet, as was already stated. Not everything on the internet is true. Okay?
When I go ahead and find out about something, I go to 4 or 5, sometimes 10 different
4 or 5, sometimes 10 alt-right websites.
Places to find information, and then I make my decision based on whatever facts I can find. So,
whatever opinion I can find that I misconstrue as facts.
It's real easy. You know, it takes a couple minutes to Google something that you're unsure of. A couple minutes. And don't go to the first...
It takes a couple minutes to Google something you're unsure of. But whatever you do, don't believe everything you Google. Go down a couple. Go down a couple. That's where the truth's hiding. The truth's hiding on Google. We just never knew it.
A couple things that Google tells you to go to. I look at things on the first page, and then I don't even look at the second, third, and fourth page. I go to like the 5th, 6th, 7th pages and see what's on there.
Right, because that's where the truth is hiding. The 5th, 6th, and 7th pages. It depends on what you're Googling. If you're Googling horse shit will come up.
That I can find to back up anybody's statements. So it's very easy to do. So that is, and I'm a little nervous right now because I'm not used to talking to a camera. But, you know, let's go ahead and vote, guys. I'm voting for Trump. I am an ardent Trump supporter.
Now, I'm just going to say this. She has not yet, I haven't watched the whole video yet. She has not yet gone over what the Trump agenda is, but yet clearly she says she is supporting Trump's agenda. Anyone supporting Trump's agenda, she's voting for. What's Trump's agenda? Does anybody know what Trump's agenda is? I gave a bunch of things that were Trump's agenda. The thing that was his agenda when he left office was the Platinum Plan, to reallocate everybody else's money to the black communities and create special economic zones, Chinese communist-style special economic zones for the black community and only the black community. But let's see what she says. Does she go over the agenda yet?
I have to admit, I do not like him as a person at all. But
well, she can't be all bad if she admits he's a piece of crap. But then again, why would you vote for somebody that you don't like as a person at all?
Policies on paper are what I stand for.
What policies? What are you talking about?
So, and what he has done is
Name 5 things he has done.
Things that I can agree with and I can get behind.
Name 5 things he's done that you agree with.
Wish that he just would keep his mouth shut sometimes and not talk, but I understand that that's him.
Sort of like his supporters, I think.
I mean, we all knew when we voted for him that he wasn't a politician.
No, he's a scam artist. I knew when I voted for him that he has a whole bunch of skeletons in his closet with the fondling of women and mistreating of teenage girls at the Miss USA or whatever it was. I know that I knew he was in with Israel. I just didn't know he was as in with Israel as he is in with Israel. I didn't know that his son-in-law would be running the country when he won office. That's what I didn't know. I also didn't know that he would promise not to attack Syria and try to disentangle us from this nonsense in the Middle East, and then entangle us more in the Middle East, and then attack Syria based on his daughter's tears.
Egotistical, bastard. He's egotistical, he's narcissistic. He's got some issues, and usually
he's narcissistic, but, whatever. I'm going to vote for somebody that's potentially highly abusive to be president. Because, of course, if they're narcissistic, they'd never abuse their power.
Billionaires, millionaires do. People who have money like that, they've got to be a little cutthroat. And that's just...
He's not cutthroat. He's a complete degenerate.
How it is.
Being cutthroat in business is something that's understandable. Being a complete degenerate is something else.
So anyways, we didn't vote for him because we wanted to invite him over for Thanksgiving dinner.
We voted for him to do things that he never did, and in a lot of cases did the opposite.
Voted for him to fix this country. That's what...
Wait, we voted for him to fix this country, and the country is worse now than it has ever been. Worse now than it has ever been, and that started in his presidency.
Voted for him. So I think that we all need to keep that in mind.